Yeah.
I'd like to call tonight's planning board meeting to order. My name is Sue Smith. I'm chairwoman of the Town of Pompey Planning Board. And we'll introduce our board members. First, on the far right, John Shaheen, Dan Vargas, Secretary Sarah Judas, Ian Sue, Carl Fahrenkrug, Deb Cook. Will is absent tonight, and Ron is sunny west, I hope, somewhere, but he is watching us, joining us via Zoom. Amelia McLean Richardson for our town attorney, John Dunkel for our town engineer, and in the back we do have Tim Barber, our codes officer. We could all stand for the Pledge of Allegiance, please. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, a nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. First up, I'd like to refer to last month's meeting minutes. Board members, any corrections, additions, deletions, or a motion to approve as presented?
I make a motion to approve.
Motion, any second?
I'll second it.
Any second? Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. So tonight, April 22nd, first on our agenda is the Malone subdivision application. Tonight is scheduled a public hearing on the subdivision application to subdivide a single 5-acre vacant parcel from the subject premises located at 2153 Berwyn Road in the town of Pompey, tax map number 029-01-02.1. And if Richard or applicants come on up.
His power of attorneys be here in a minute or two, he's a few minutes behind.
Not fully represented yet.
Not yet, unless you can talk to me, he did last month. And
Okay.
dad's in a nursing home right now. I told you we were fighting time, so.
Yeah, I do recall that. So I know at least Carl wasn't here last month. Why don't you give us a brief overview again of what your application is stating?
It's pretty much stating just the 5 acres we're taking off dad's property at 2153. It's to the south of his property, just south of my property, 2111. Single 5-acre property, no house planned on it right now. It's just property that she's getting from her grandfather. That's all she's doing.
But that's. So get an updated map.
And if you have enough.
You didn't ask for an updated map. That map last month was what you wanted. That was up.
Yeah,
That was updated as you,
nothing's changed.
nothing's changed.
Is there a site distance question?
Yeah, did you have the site distance addressed or?
Site distance for
As far
what?
as what?
Driveway cut.
What do I need a driveway for?
We're not planning on putting a house in there. She's just buying property. That's all she's buying.
I just want a piece of Berwyn Road.
And as I explained before, usually with a subdivision, one of the key things is to know that there is access to it from a road, which includes site distance, and we want to be sure. Otherwise down the road, if it's no pun intended, down the road that if a piece of property gets subdivided off and then you do intend to build on it and you can't get a driveway permit, and then you've got an unbuildable lot and.
That's her problem,
Right.
right? Honestly,
It's just 5 acres next to dad. That's it. Just more land for the kids to play on. There are 5 grandkids. We need the space for the go-karts, the 4-wheelers. I just bought a house in Tully, October, a 30-year mortgage. It's just a piece of land that I want from my grandpa.
Can it be done with the contingency put on it, that there's a driveway? And 610 feet of road front, road site distance. Honestly, there is no place on that road you get 610 feet in both directions.
And once we cross the bridge for the septic and whatever else we had to do, couldn't we do that then? Because I have to have that done if I'm gonna build on it also.
Well, you assume 5 acres, you're gonna put a septic and a well in, but
And a driveway.
well, not necessarily. As Sue said, there's some reason.
There's farm equipment, there's
There's
big
a-
tractors that are in and out of the,
There's a driveway there right now.
right next to the mailboxes.
It's been there for years.
The tractors are in and out of there all the time. They hate that field.
Right across the street from Dexter's old place. And there's 3 houses up there plus a business.
Literally right across the street.
I mean, there's precedent set all in that 1,000 feet marker that you've asked us to go ahead and solicit letters to. There's those driveways that are in there. There's 610 feet of site distance on any of those driveways. So whether they were granted or not, whether they just put them there and the houses were put up,
No, you gotta get a permit.
I would assume, but they still got driveways is my point. And there's one that's really in question, 2035 Collins Road. It's just south of the intersection with maybe 400 feet of site distance. How did he get a driveway approved and or approval to put a house there? There's both of them there right now. So we're getting squished to put a driveway in when we don't even want one. And I'll give her an easement on my property if she needs it. She needs to get out of the property. But the driveway's there already. It's been there for years. They drive tractors, farm tractors, hay wagons come in and out of that driveway all day long. So it's an issue that shouldn't be an issue.
But I
And again, we're not gonna need one in the next.
can speak that sometimes a farm driveway
Mhm.
isn't in the best location. All we ask, if you contacted the highway department,
Mhm.
just verify that there was site distance. That's all we're asking, to have somebody else's opinion on it. That's all.
They know what they want. They want 610 feet. And there's precedent set right across the street.
How did you come
Who
up with
wants
610?
That's what the county says, 610 feet. That's what the lady said.
That they want 600.
It's 610 feet in both directions. I said, there is no way. 610, what did you think of this, Debbie?
I think 610 is way too much.
That's what
Because
she-
the speed limit, even if it's 55, it's only 550 feet.
I'm just telling you.
So
She
I
said
don't know
six.
who that came up with.
Call the county. I was talking to a lady down the county. She said 610. I kept saying 650. She said, no, 610. I'm cool. Well, that makes it better. 610, that was an odd number.
100 feet.
Not quite,
Not quite,
not quite, it's
a little more.
610
Oh,
or
you're
55.
55, 610. See, I learned something
Yeah.
new too.
And honestly, if you drive down that road, nobody does 55 down there. So 610 feet, you need 910 feet, maybe 1,000 to be safe. And you've got houses all in there that I can't believe they're in, they're within the county regs. No way. Here, you want to come on up?
I'm listening.
All right.
If they want any questions, they can ask me.
Did you bring a copy of the power of attorney form? Yeah,
Yours.
I can do this.
Yep.
Thank you. And what is your name, sir?
Gary Malone. I'm the POA for Richard.
Thank you.
Do you have any other questions? You- Before we proceed. Truth. Did we advertise
Yes.
properly? Okay. At this point, that was our biggest question, because last month, looking at the maps, we answered our questions over where current buildings were located, where septic and well was located. Those questions were answered. So based on that, before we proceed to the public hearing, I do need to go through the seeker questions. Seeker is a series of 11 questions. And this is based on the information that was presented to us by seeker forms filled out. The questions are answered basically one of two ways. What first answer could be a no or small impact may occur, and the other is the moderate to large impact may occur. So the first question that we have to consider is, will a proposed action create a material conflict with an adopted land use plan or zoning regulations? No. Will a proposed action result in the change in use or intensity in use of the land? No. Will a proposed action impair the character or quality of the existing community? Will the proposed action have an impact on the environmental characteristics that cause the establishment of a critical environmental area? No. Will the proposed action result in an adverse change in the existing level of traffic or affect existing infrastructure for mass transit, biking, or walkways? No. Will a proposed action cause an increase in the use of energy and it fails to incorporate reasonably available energy conservation or renewable energy opportunities? Will a proposed action impact existing public or private water supplies or public and private wastewater treatment utilities? No to both. Will the proposed action impair the character or quality of important historic, archaeological, architectural, or aesthetic resources? No. No. Will a proposed action result in an adverse change to natural resources such as wetlands, water bodies, groundwater, air quality, flora, and fauna? No. Will a proposed action result in an increase in the potential for erosion, flooding, or drainage problems? And finally, will a proposed action create a hazard to environmental resources or human health?
No.
Based on these findings, do I have a motion?
I'll make a motion for a negative deck.
Is there a second? Okay, motion, John, second by Carl. Is any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries for a negative declaration.
Open public hearing.
Motion to open public hearing by Carl, second by Sue. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Public hearing is now open. Are there anybody here willing to speak either for or against, or have questions that they can ask the board? Going once? Going twice?
Okay.
Seconded.
Nothing online?
No.
Yeah.
Just one.
Anybody else?
Yeah.
Motion by. Motion by Carol, second by Deb.
Yes.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Public hearing is now closed. Anybody have any further comments, further questions?
Is it parcel, is it pretty wet in the back?
The wetlands don't affect this at all. They're not even close to it. There are wetlands to the west of it, but they're well behind that. Yeah, I would say roughly 150, maybe 200 yards behind that.
Okay.
Yeah. I haven't been out there in 40 years. There's a lot of them out there though.
The property is.
Be subdivided, but they can't build them. On the map, there would have to be a statement saying not a buildable lot until. So that's subject.
It's just a contingency on the
It'd be a statement on the map that you'll have the 5 acres, just you
Mhm.
can't.
And we'll go to war with the county on that one because there's plenty of driveways in there that they've already obviously granted them putting them in that don't fit their criteria clearly. But I know it sounds weird. I spoke to this lady and
No,
I needed a drink afterwards. It was crazy.
They get that, but sometimes a farmer's driveway too, it's been there for years and it's just.
I get that. I'm not leaning on that. I know.
Not trying to.
No, I get it.
Fight
I
on
get
your-
it. Look, I'm not looking to fight you either, but I'm just saying what they're asking for is just doesn't fit anything within 1,000 feet of that property. Nobody's in compliance. Nobody. So how did they get them if they're asking for 610 feet? There's no way. And why 610? That's kind of crazy.
Can you help us out on that?
There's a reason. It's stopping sight distance.
Right?
You know, it's been studied that when you're going 55, 60 miles an hour,
Right?
it takes you that long to stop.
Right?
So it's all based on
Have you been down on that road? You know what I'm talking about?
straight.
Yeah.
I don't know why there's a problem. I think you can get it. Looking at the drive-by thing, it looks like there's. plenty.
But do they want 610 in both directions? I mean, 610, you can't get that. It's impossible to the south because you got that intersection and the hill. It's not going to happen to the south. You can get it to the north, but not to the south. So if that's the case, then how did the guy across the street get his driveway granted? Did they just start this last week? Is it new? He wouldn't give me any information.
They're probably all grandfathered.
Yeah. So it's kind of crazy, but there's a lot of new driveways in there and I don't know how they got in there. There's one right on the corner on the east side of the road. That's right on the corner. That's completely blind. And the way they go around that road, that corner, it's scary. It's scary. So anyway.
Do you have any other question?
But be clear though, I mean, you can get a driveway or not, that's not. Requirement, but it's property.
No.
Best practice, just best practice. When he pulls the building permit.
Right, it's not a buildable lot.
Exactly. We'll cross that bridge when we get there, if we need to get there. Right now, it's 5 acres of playroom for the kids and we're fighting back, staying alive just to get this done. So we're after.
Well, I would certainly make a motion to approve the subdivision of the proposed Malone subdivision preliminary plat. Dated March 7th, 2025. That date, August 8th, 2025.
States. And then it's the map that will be used in further proceedings is dated August 8th.
Okay, this one is too. So it's a field date and a map date, so we can go by the map date. August 8th, 2025. Prepared by Lear Land Surveyors. We need any more information than that?
Is there any statement on it currently not a suitable living?
Well, yeah,
It should appear on the map until when they, if they wanted to develop it. That they plan and so on, will remove that statement from the map. Is there any little statement? You know, the glasses on. By your left thumb,
yeah, of
is there a name there?
course, it's, all right. This got your glasses.
I got mine one.
Yeah. This is.
I didn't take it out yet.
Okay.
Looking at my truck before I came in.
Yeah, it says nothing about driveway.
But it's just a footnote that just states that this subdivided parcel is not a buildable lot until it meets the requirements of the Mount-based code enforcement.
It's a right statement on that.
It should be a statement on the plan that says it's not an approved building lot until there's an acceptable driveway location from Onondaga County and an approved septic system from that writing out part of it.
It's, you know, fine by me. I think it sounds redundant because it would be a requirement anyways.
It's
I mean, you couldn't.
But it's buyer beware, if they go to file, the map is filed, they want it on the file map.
Gotcha. Right, they sell it and that buyer just presumes that it's a buildable lot.
Well, believe me, I'll go to war with the county on this one because there's plenty of precedents already set in the neighborhood. So that's off your plate at that point in time.
Yeah, but they.
It may or may not.
It's just a general statement.
Understood.
that
Absolutely understood.
You don't intend to sell it, but
Right.
it can change. If you sold that lot and somebody looked at the map, go, oh, okay, I can put a house on it and so on. It, not until they've got their septic and they get the driveway. You're aware of it. It's the next one.
Yeah.
So it's just a. Stamp on
The recreational lot right now.
Pretty much it is. It keeps them off the streets.
Do you want to read it back, Sarah, for everybody?
Yeah, we're gonna, you guys are gonna have to put it all together.
it. Dan.
So all I have is motion to approve the proposed Malone subdivision based on the map dated 8/8/25 prepared by Lair Land Surveyors.
Can you put in there too that, Gary Malone appeared, as the applicant, as the property owner's power of attorney and his identity's been confirmed
In the decision or?
in the resolution, yeah.
Okay.
You know, I didn't want my father up. He's a little cranky.
Get the English language.
96. Yeah. He just went into the assisted living. Just today. But he dealt St. Camillus. St. Camillus. We go up and we see him daily. He's still very alert. He's still 100%. So he's fine. He's just the body's breaking down. That's all. So.
Okay, so prepared by Lair Land Surveyors. That. Yeah. The lot is not an approved building lot.
A note shall be placed on the map
Yes,
indicating that it's not an approved building lot until there's an approved driveway and septic system by Onondaga County.
Thinking this one, be 10.
Not an approved building lot until.
Until both septic and the driveway are
Approved by Onondaga County.
Now, we know the septic's got to be approved. However, the driveway, if I happen to continue my conversations with the county and get an approval for a driveway, can I then bring that up and have that lifted from that? Or is that just something I hold on to?
You can attach it to it.
Okay, all right, yeah.
Yeah, just not the requirement.
Yeah, okay. I just want to, I'd rather do it sooner than later. If a time comes, we want to sell it or want to build on it, it's there and we don't have to look for it.
Sure.
Yeah,
Well, if it's sooner, you know, you're gonna fall into Tim Barrett's
right.
jurisdiction.
Mhm. You saying it's a good thing?
People make sure.
Let's check.
I'll second the motion.
By Dan, second by John. Is there any further discussion? Hearing none. Motion is there. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. No need to do those statements on the map. And bring it back and usually get signed.
Okay.
So. Takes that obviously.
Okay, as far as the driveway, correct? Is that what statements you mean? What statements now?
The driveway and septic.
Blair should have pretty much a generic statement.
Okay.
Say not approved building lot. It's gonna be pending county approval with septic and driveway.
Okay,
That's all.
all right.
So we have a lot, there's no ifs, ands, or buts on that. It's just if you or anybody else wanted to develop it.
Right, they have to know that they can.
The county's blessed it.
One copy of the map or how many copies do you?
At least.
Okay.
Okay.
On Mylar paper? Okay,
That's talk to Tim back in county.
Okay, which question?
No, I was just gonna say Sue's gonna sign the map. She's gonna want to see it before she signs it.
Okay, all right.
I'll get that, I'll email
We'll get
them.
them real late.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. Good.
But double check with Tim on the size and the number, but we don't need the mile.
That's fine.
That's that.
What is your name?
Amanda Blair.
Okay, thank you.
BLAIR.
Yes, ma'am. Sorry, I mean, like.
She better say that. All right, thank you. You all set?
You did well.
Thank you very
Thank
much. Dad, thanks you as well. Take care.
Next up, the Whitney Farm Development. Whitney Farm subdivision application. Preliminary hearing on subdivision application. We subdivide 3 parcels from vacant parcel, now this section out. Parcel lot 17 located on Whitney Farm Lane in Spine Lane. In the town of Pompey, tax map number 002.03-15.1. Just for board's benefit, it's been a while. We got Whitney Farm in front of us and it's been quite a while.
But I was here for the last one. Yes.
Okay. So there's some things going on with this, so Jane up here.
I am.
Jane. And you can start presenting what's going on.
Well, I thought we'd have a board who throw some drawings up, but I have a couple small. Trying to show, this is a subdivision that was started multiple years ago. And we went through, approval, map approval for the entire subdivision and have subdivided lots in sections. We're now on section F since all the previous lots have been sold. And Pine Cob is on the northeastern corner of the lot. Here's my master plan. Yeah, all right. Hold it up and show it to you. This will see. It's a master plan. You got it set up. This is the master plans. And everything has been subdivided except the properties on our eastern property line along this way. All the roads are in place, the infrastructure is in place, the drainage is in place, and everything is functioning as it's supposed to have functioned. We're currently seeking approval for this little section here, on the cul-de-sac of these 3 lots.
The road has been built out.
The road's built out, yep, been in place, the town owns the road. And has for multiple years. We have blocked it off because we've had people dropping trash and whatnot for a number of years. So the road was cabled off for a while.
Can I see that before you put it away?
Sure. It's a smaller version, if anyone else wants to look at it.
See the. That's the original page.
The original that we started in 1979, we did it in sections, and we first did section A, which included these 4 lots. Did a section B, which came up into here. B was over in here. E is this corner here, which we did probably a year and a half ago. And then, as I said, all these lots now have been sold except these 4, 5, 6, 7 lots.
We're only looking for these.
We're just looking for these 3 at this point because we have all the drawings in place for those. And then funding wise, it's been easier to do it piecemeal because we've held these lots for a long time. So then the next step would be to take these 4 lots, once these 3 are sold.
And correct, Petrel is the original.
Yes,
Surveyor.
yes.
It's retired.
I don't think he's retired. Is he cool? Yeah, he's still doing work, Petrel, as far as I know.
Wait, Stitchfield.
Gary Petrel.
Yeah,
His dad.
I'm looking at that fund, on the 10 fund.
And 2 yard.
Oh, okay, got it.
Special custom.
So these are the 3 lots we're looking to subdivide at this point in time.
Imagine the dimensions.
Did the board give preliminary approval for these lots?
That's still.
Tim, bring us up to. Hey,
I looked up the minutes for block F. I did not see anything in those minutes regarding block F.
One here, it's like 190.
The entire subdivision went through approval initially back in with section C, which would have been in 1990, 91. And that's what these drawings are right here, is as part of the subdivision from 91.
These lots, we're subdividing down there. But if you approve this preliminarily for the whole site, then they are still approved building.
All right, so as far as road frontage.
Yes. Yeah, you've already done all that examination. I think we need to do the next step, which is getting septic systems approved for building lots.
As far as planning, the subdivision's already been
Yeah.
done, right? They
Yeah.
already have this has been done. I'm not sure.
It just, it appears as though it wasn't filed with the county.
Correct.
So I don't know legally what that means. It has to be
Yeah,
re-subdivided.
it probably has to be reapproved because I think there's 60 days for approval to file, so.
But it doesn't require another public hearing.
Not if we have one, record of one, yeah, because it's just kind of ministerial at this point because it was approved.
One.
It's the other thing, I thought we had read it. Still, yeah.
You read on there, John, as far as acreage and.
I'm sorry, what was your question?
Well, that's
Do
one question.
lots still
The
meet?
one lot, the
Yeah.
121 on the preliminary,
Mhm.
the line, the west line, looks different than on the map, on this most recent map. So this one, the line's coming down and hitting the road here. Here, it's coming right to the,
Right,
where the
that's,
circle.
that becomes an as-built, and this was more of the preliminary final road plan. Would be reflected on that plan.
Yeah, I mean, my concern is it's only 188, 189 feet of road frontage. On this, where this seems to represent that it would meet the road frontage requirement.
Tim, you couldn't find any of the actual minutes?
I didn't find any in five.
That was before we were, so based on all of the middle, but on the board. She said this originally went back through in 1990.
I can, one more this week.
I don't know, this is dated,
No,
yeah, this is dated 90.
Lost a lot of documentation.
So without the minutes, you don't know.
Yeah, we should do a public hearing. Yeah, if it's different, sounds like it's different anyway from what's on that map.
Right, but if it doesn't, I guess I was wondering, did they,
Accept that.
because of road frontage, did they have any other special consideration or?
Yeah, like did she get there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This,
So at the end of the day, what's the plan, what's the plan, then she's subject to the.
Yeah.
so take a look at this and you'll see what I'm talking about. Lot 21. The west property line for lot 21.
Is it the big version of this?
Yeah. This footage.
So it hits down on
Right, and again,
the,
actually,
this one, it's hitting right there,
yeah,
which only gives 188.9 feet of road frontage.
Yeah, it says on the notes that the boundary was defined in 2002. Didn't say what was changed. The change made.
yeah, this and this. This line's changed. And these two plus this, what do we get?
And originally, we owned that. Saying, so it would have easily met it. It's hitting down in here.
Yeah, it was sidetracked. Yeah, I think it is. I think so.
Question, is that anywhere on the map, is that, you know,
What's there?
is that anywhere on your map, or is that, you know? I guess the map is the map, right?
Right.
Okay, so. Because road frontage being 200.
Right, I mean, I could,
Okay, yeah, I need that.
Right.
Well, here. So, okay, so we add that and that is 408 feet, almost 409 feet. If you move this line just a little bit. So this one's got 200 feet.
Won't move the other one.
Well, if you move this way. Because These are the ones that aren't approved yet. This one's already approved.
About right there,
Yeah,
is where the utility's been installed. So if I move the line, then I have to give an easement, which it can be done. I could always shave 2 feet back on that circle and change the deed description, and that would make it 200 feet.
My question
That's
is,
100.
if this lot is approved, was this lot approved like this? And that's not the, and that's an error? Yeah, I mean, that thing was approved, that is not that.
This was a preliminary drawing.
Okay.
This is.
I
So
don't,
we don't really know what that was approved.
So we don't know what this line is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine. So you gotta start over.
Yeah, even if it was approved, it wasn't filed, it's as good as not being approved.
Well, I mean, we're talking about,
Trying to creatively ensure that she's got 200.
Oh, I see.
yeah, lot 20. For a while ago, we don't know what line was on there.
So that's where your utilities are, so you get that right on.
would you have an objection to me deeding a foot additional in that circle to the town? And then that would widen the circle and would give us 200 feet. We're talking to gain 12 feet, actually, 11 feet is what we're looking to gain.
Right.
Yeah, just get it.
Yeah, variance would be way less complicated than that.
And it's easy, it's justifiable because it's not a cul-de-sac. The building, at the building line, you're gonna have 200 feet anyway.
Yeah.
So even though the frontage may be less, the building spacing would be.
Yeah.
Cause it goes out, cause it goes out like a pie.
Right.
I agree. I think a variance would be
Better
a
way
lot
to go.
cleaner.
Variance,
Yeah,
yeah,
that's the only lot that would.
right.
So was the lot in 20, did these, was this thing filed for lot 20 or is it approved?
Yeah, that was part of section C, filed. Filed and sold and
So the record of that man exists somewhere in the county based. My concern is if that one's right, which it must be,
Is it, yeah, this is an ASBIL. So,
okay.
Last 20 built on and yeah, sold, yeah, finished home,
Building line or the road? line? Now we need a property line, a lot of our to make it bigger. Building line. If we
Where
had
the
the
property-
property,
Most of the area can go.
I mean.
This is an as-built, so
Especially with the shape.
is,
So this line, that
So
property line,
that's
that's got to
actual-
file with the county.
But, you know, it could be different because
yeah, typically it's.
put the file.
It's the right.
I was gonna ask Tim, but he's.
I just want to make sure that we're approving these the correct property line, you know. If it's not, then it's a problem.
Do we have? Or do you know where it is, like the section C when that was approved? To access that whole map,
So 1991 was section A.
right? We're looking for section C.
5 maybe.
Basically, we just wanted for lots 20. I have members asking like exactly where the map is and where that lot line ended up in relation to these two because they are different. We're wondering. Looking for verification, that's all to know.
Mhm. I would have Gary Cottrell verify that for you.
Yeah,
Almost looks like they just did a lot line adjustment there.
Yeah. Maybe go back and get them.
So that's
Supposed to be.
that's what
The
is
question,
the road,
if there's a real property line there, is that really?
No,
real
the
property?
road actually shows the length, this map. No, this is, it's not a working drawing. Yeah. It's not the file drawing. So I'm guessing everything was modified
Mhm.
after this was
That's
filed in section C and the roads.
And
was
this
all-
is 412.
Yeah, I mean, we,
Effectively, it's gonna get the same.
right, so we need to see what was approved. I mean, if that was approved like that, then we're fine. And if it's not, then variance is required. But this is.
So we're just gonna make sure that whatever property line is, what's getting approved right now is.
I keep saying they're.
I'll go down to the county and get a copy of the final section C, which will have all the roads and everything in it. Bring it down for you if that's how. It's nice.
Must be one overall.
So this one that says section F is what was presented, but then never filed because this is referred to as section F.
Check it out.
Does that map equal this one? Is a question. Would you look? I expect. Yeah, this one, pretty sure.
That's final plan. It's got, so
Section F.
That to me was already subdivided. This is very- I was looking because it also said. Here's section.
Yeah.
Yeah, the same, yeah.
more dates over there.
Yeah, those were revisions.
That certainly looks like that.
Everybody's property line, that's 21 and 22.
Yeah, that's in there.
It's confusing.
Yeah, if this wasn't filed, we have to redo it anyway. It's exposed.
Yeah, we had conversation.
You have to check, see.
Your big concern are these.
Well, yeah, originally on a preliminary map, it looked like these were the same. This line hit right here.
This was filed. This was approved. And it matches what they're presenting now, correct?
Yeah, so that's.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, it has to be redone anyway. Reapproved.
Right, what you're holding in that,
Appears to match pretty closely.
okay,
But you know, these dates aren't exactly the same.
but in the approval, it would have to go the easiest. Easiest path at this point is a variance on what? Yeah. What variance then?
I don't know if all of that variance approval, my concern is that we're approving a map, the property line is wrong, we don't want to have a future property line dispute. That's my concern.
John, and get the map, I can't really use it. Is there a right here? Is that the thing, is that or not?
Yes.
Is there a section C map in that file?
the sketching, but that doesn't spell much either.
Right.
The landscape, yes. A while ago.
Microphone piece I had. Where's my old school living?
In terms of correction, Jen, there will, you know, fill out an application with the BZA for that 21. If you can get confirmation in the county of the last map. Over to. Why, you have to.
It wasn't filed, right? I thought it wasn't.
No, lot 20, the one next to it, that would, in section C. Lot 20 is the only property that's built out on this sub, and that will at least give us some dimensions going into Noble length of that road. That's what I'm looking for. Next one, C?
Yeah.
So lot 20 is out of section C, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Right.
So just so we can get some continuity, making sure that things didn't change, or if they did, we have the confirmation of it. So that those two steps, the first thing is that you get that map and confirm it, but application to go to the ZBA that lot 21, irregardless, would need application for road frontage variance.
Okay.
Rob? Yeah. Okay.
Now, the health department has informed him that the septic system that you showed were never approved. So even the board can approve subdivision. Have a note on the plan when they're not approved building lots and turn the approved septic system is done. Or if you want to have those
Right.
systems that you've got designed, they're updated and approved by the county, then the board can approve them as building lots.
Okay, the only, just as a note, I've just sold in the last 2 years, 4 lots, and the septic systems, when they went to the county for approval, they said whatever they've designed is fine. As long as the soil's been undisturbed, so they've all installed their septic systems without any issues, but I'll have them review this without any problems, so.
Yeah.
Okay? Take that one back. Thank you.
So, any other questions, comments from the board for Jane?
Okay.
Thank you.
That'll be for you. At this point, that concludes our agenda, but I'd like to make a motion to go to executive session to discuss litigation, a litigation issue. Do I have a second? Okay. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Thank you. We'll go into executive session and we will return one year for the executive session. Carl, if I can do it.
Who do you need me to be in this? Okay, good night.
We gotta have someone to blame. So.
That's okay.
That's perfect. What she had about the site. Yeah.
It's not bad, but it looks like a copy of. There is executive session. There we go. There we go. Take care. Yeah, seems like a suggestion. Yeah, see what kind of reception you get. Seems fair. I'm mostly here to observe because it's gonna come back to the board at some point, so.
Is that why you're here too, Deborah? Is the seat?
Tax season's over, and I told all the committees that once tax season was over, I was gonna try and be more involved, like with the ECC, planning board, zoning, all of them.
Nice.
So I'm gonna try and be making as many
That's great.
so that I can keep more in tune what's going on in the whole
Yeah,
Thank you.
thing.
that's a good idea.
It just happened to fall in place with all of it. It's didn't have anything to do with this, just that's my goal.
Feel good to be done with tax season?
I'm not.
Yeah.
I left the office to come here,
Oh,
Yeah.
You're not going back, are you?
not tonight.
There you go.
I'll be there tomorrow.
Uh,
I cannot believe it. Worst ending to tax season ever. 34 years. It's never done this before.
really?
Worst ending.
And you said the corporate taxes change more than the personal taxes, right?
No, the software did, but no,
Hmm.
the mentality of the taxpayer is.
They don't want to pay taxes
They-
anymore.
Deadlines don't mean anything. I had 100 people decide that it was okay that they wanted to wait till the last 2 days.
Well, I know, when I met, my wife's poking me here, so I always wait till the last minute, because I always owe money.
Hey, if you're
So
doing
it's-
it
it's-
yourself.
I do it myself, and I always wait till the last minute, and this year I got a pleasant surprise, actually, we got a little bit back, so it was like. I should have filed earlier.
Somebody told you, hey, you have this taxes ready for tomorrow, and you said.
You know, I use.
I tell,
I do TurboTax.
well, I'm sorry.
Well, no, but I filed mine and I got a refund from both federal and state. And then I didn't really pay attention to the amount that got deposited in my account. And then I got a letter from the state going, there was an error in your calculation. We decided to give you $200 extra.
Be prepared for them to take it back. Because the New York State screwed up. The New York State software screwed up and they issued hundreds and hundreds, maybe thousands of these letters. Some of them had to pay more money, some.
Well, so I better not spend that 200.
So you get the letter saying there is an error in your favor, and then you're gonna get another letter in a month that says, no, we made an error in your favor and we're taking it back.
Will
they do?
I have
Fair
no
interest?
idea.
Oh my word.
Yeah,
Well, I remember last year, it was really kind of crazy because I owed money as usual. And I tried to I put in all my account information to pull out a bank account. But it was through a brokerage account, it wasn't through my bank. So the payment failed, but I had done it early enough that I could still do it. So, I did a transfer to do this, and the transfer wasn't gonna go through in time, and I looked it up and they said, well, the best thing to do is to pay what you can. And then when the transfer executes, you can pay the rest and pay the late thing. Because the transfer takes, 24 to 48 hours. So I paid what I had in the account and then I went to pay the remainder like a day later when the transfer had executed. And I could not get them to tell me how much I owed, like how much the late penalty was. Like, I'm calling them, I'm on hold, they're transferring me here and there, and I'm like, listen, this is what happened, I did a partial payment. I know I'm a day late for the rest, like, how much do I owe? And it was measured in cents, it
so the
wasn't like.
people that pay You know, it can take up to 10 days for them to even process payment.
Oh, really?
So it's still considered on time from when you filed, but they may not pull the money out of your account for 10 days.
Yeah, and the amount was measured in cents, right? It was like, cause I did the calculations myself, but I wanted to verify. It's like, okay, it's like
You need to check.
36 cents or something. So I'm just gonna make the payment. I'm gonna make it for $10 over, just so I've got like a buffer. It's like, I'm just not even gonna worry about it. And they'll send me back whatever the overage is, and they did. It was like,
Yeah.
oh my goodness.
I tell people, you know, if you wait till last minute, cause you can file in March and not pay till April.
Yeah. I know. That is true. Yeah, you're getting me in trouble.
I'll come over on mute.
Oh, my goodness.
Hey, Alec, I'm on mute.
No, I can't put it there. It is now.
Free tax about that here. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, so everybody knows that you file late.
Why they put the mute button so far away?
I'm not.
I always file on time. I just paid late once, and it was partial late pay. I paid my 36-cent late penalty.
Careful, Cash Patel's out there somewhere.
So, I'm legit.
Oh, no, I probably still got a dozen. I gotta-
How long does it take you because you do it a lot, so I'm sure you're a lot quicker than I would be, yeah.
It depends. I can do a simple with a Schedule C in about an hour.
That's not much. It's good.
Like corporate ones, they take a little bit longer.
Yeah.
So the school thing. Till January 1st,
Retiring?
retiring. Well, yeah, no, I have to run for election again,
Hmm.
right? So
Oh,
he comes January.
Oh, that's coming up, isn't it? Yeah.
Come January. Yeah, even your election rules. So even though I just got elected, I have to run again.
Yeah.
So I'm either gonna have more time on my hands to devote to the town, or I'm just gonna have more time on my hands.
Now, are you running again too?
No. you
Well,
said
James
for
and I
3
got a
years.
3-year term.
Oh, you guys got the 3-year.
We didn't get the 4-year because we got moved by 1 year from the other one.
Oh, okay,
I think Dave
yours
runs
was
again.
short enough, it fell on the short side,
So the
yours was a long.
supervisor's only 2 years, because of the year.
But I think Dave gets a 3-year term at one point.
So I'm,
When he runs again, right? It's not till 2030 that all that.
I just be a professional campaigner.
Yeah.
I've done it 3 times already.
Wow.
You already know where to put the signs. Or not.
Or not. Yeah.
I think the knot is the ones that mysteriously vanished. Is that what you're talking about?
I had 4 separate signs at the corner of Sweet and Prince Falls Road.
Yeah.
Yeah. They just disappeared.
Well, I would say that if they're disappearing, that probably is indicative that it's a good place to put them because it's irritating somebody.
Well, it's 4 less signs I had to pick up at the end.
I'm saying if somebody's tearing them down, they probably don't like the fact that they're highly visible. Like that's probably a good sign.
And then he come up missing.
And you know what? Just put up a trail cam. It's a $500 fine for tampering with election
No, you
signs.
do like you see on the Facebook where you put something electric on it.
Oh, there you go. Well, somebody's probably just awesome. Like if you catch them on camera, I mean, it's illegal to tamper with election signs. So
The trail cam was a lot more expensive than the sign,
I have trail cams, so you can borrow one.
but I had 100 signs to put up.
But if you know the spots they're disappearing, I'm
Oh,
saying
yeah.
like you don't have to put one on every
What
sign.
was that one they ended up in the ditch? That was like,
That's not uncommon.
Well, that was the one on Sweet Road.
no, there
I
was
thought-
one, Indian Hill Road at the other end. I think both of ours ended up in the ditch like the day after.
Yeah.
Cause I put one up at the intersection of Pratt's Falls and Sweet for you. Cause I had a couple extra signs.
Also, that's 5. And I drove by the next day.
'Cause that's
and I
where I
thought
was-
it was gone, but it was in the ditch. I put it back
Oh.
up. And then it
You know, I think somebody actually drove off and off the road there, cause I
Yeah.
did see tire tracks and like
Yeah,
broken.
well, somebody hit it.
Yeah, yeah.
So I saw
How
that.
much for that?
I put it
They're
back.
very sturdy, but they can run a
Yeah,
car.
so I fished it out of the ditch and put it back up, and then the next day it was gone.
Oh, okay.
So,
I may not have noticed that. I did notice broken taillights or
yeah.
turn
yeah.
signals or
I
something.
drove by when that.
I wish I didn't have anything better to do than go around pick up signs.
We saw when we went for a walk last weekend down Pratt's Falls, we saw that sign that Renee had in her yard about
Refugees.
refugees
Oh,
Yeah.
in the ditch.
oh,
Oh, really?
but truly, those things are like sails when the wind gets up.
There was
The
one
wind
time I
kicks it.
thought one of my signs came up missing down on Broadfield. And then BR found it like 6 months later and goes, why am I picking your trash up? on the-"
I was gonna say, I thought you were gonna say like, you got a picture of it in the Bahamas or something. It's on a beach and somebody's like, where did this come from?
Keisha, yeah.
The wind that
Yeah, exactly. It blows all the way to the Caribbean and the sign's having a good time.
I would just have to go retrieve it.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you have to collect your signs.
Yes.
Yeah.
signs and
Yeah, I had a good time with yours and our front lawn. Like I kept putting. I put a wooden stake and I fished it between the sign and the thing, and then that blew over, and then I pushed it.
They were
in and
bigger
drove
than the
over.
normal sign. I think there was too much mass to them and the. No.
You sure it wasn't Cooper? He's got it in for you.
It might be, might be.
What's that?
I got to pet him the other day.
He's mellowed in
Yeah.
his older age.
Little-
He's afraid of Marilee.
Oh.
If he comes out and Marilee comes down, he used to come right up to Buffy all the time, but
Alright.
he's just afraid of her.
Wow.
Maybe it's just he's older, but yeah, he doesn't want anything to do with her.
Wow.
But you did. but you did-
Marilee knows too much about the great. That's the.
Yeah. Still, every day we go there, she still does the same
Okay.
circling and barking. It's just crazy. Yeah.
I feel like I remember we gotta change the date of the July meeting, cause I'll be out of town.
Mm.
Oh. I'm going away for a weekend mid-July, but I'll be back for Tuesday if we, whatever. we need.
It's the Tuesday, that's your time.
What do you want to do, Doga?
School bus conference.
Okay. It's a nice town.
Every year I've had to zoom in, but I don't feel like doing that.
I know, every time I read Saratoga, somebody's having a gunfight on Main Street. Broad Street.
Saratoga.
Yeah, there was like a cop from some town in Vermont. That I guess he got into an altercation with somebody in the bar and he was having a gunfight on Broadway. With the Saratoga police, and then the guy, because he's a cop, pretty much got off scot-free.
My
Because
goodness.
it was like justified, it was just like.
I had no idea. I always thought Saratoga
I just
was
don't
kind of a
like-
neat little quaint town. I never. Yeah, I never associated.
It's a very busy town.
Oh, well, it is busy. It's busy. We go off season, so it's pretty reasonable. But I never thought of it as a dual high noon kind of town. But what do I know?
For your homework, Alec,
I was working on it, not currently.
oh.
Oh, no.
Phil, did you see my email?
I have looked at that.
I saw Dave Knapp yesterday. There's a housing and transportation meeting
Lafayette Town Hall. I'm going, I think Sue Smith's going. I'm not 100% sure what it's about.
You said it's the Lafayette Town Hall? It's not like firehouse, is it?
I'll have to Google it.
I know it's not.
I don't think.
Part of the firehouse.
That's pretty big though.
It's on Route 11 north of.
Towards where the state police barracks are.
That's further. down.
Oh, yeah.
State police.
State
police
police
are
are
further,
if you're,
Yes,
it's probably not even quarter mile north of the full corner.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm thinking south.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's been no activity on the solar farm appeal since the appeal was filed January 14th. Since the notice of appeal.
Solar farm site was that? Is that the one on
Broadfield.
Broadfield.
Street in
I
Broadfield.
thought that was dead in the water.
Yeah, that's what I thought. too.
Article 78 decision.
Hold on, the town, I thought, lost that one, right?
They did.
And so, okay, so the town is appealing.
appealing.
Oh, I thought they pulled out of it.
We were told they pulled out.
That's what, I heard it from you, so that's why, that was my thought on that.
What is the supervisor room?
Well, according, apparently not yet. Maybe that's what this discussion is about.
Yeah, it was filed on the 14th.
The notice of appeal was filed January 14th.
Oh, January 14th, so.
We gotta go over something.
February, March. Oh, so it was timed out.
Could
They
be.
got 6 months to.
Oh, they can file it, okay, 6 months, and then they can do the 2 30-day extensions. That's right. That's right.
It's fine
But anybody wants to build a data center on people, but should we do something to? Because there was another town in Onondaga County that just.
Don't you need a high water and electrical source for a data center? We don't have.
No, I know, but I'm just saying this.
See, people, this is something that I've often thought about, right? So the cooling system in data centers is closed loop. Right? It's not like you're pumping water out of a lake to cool a data center.
Right. In fact, the last one I saw that was proposed wasn't gonna use any outside water. So it's gonna be kind of.
Yeah, you'd have a closed loop system, which you'd fill propylene glycol or ethylene glycol or some, something like that. Yeah, antifreeze with water, and you pump it through, and then you'd have a big radiator outside that you'd exhaust the heat. You don't need, I mean, some of them do have water to water heat exchangers.
Yeah.
And will, use some external water source, but you don't need to. The power is a big thing, but,
I'm trying to think of where I saw they went, putting a data center, and they had to put in a substation
yeah.
next to it.
Well, he chose
the town of
Rex.
Lysander or something, just did a moratorium.
Yeah, Cincinnati.
Oh, Cincinnati, that's what I saw,
Cincinnati,
yeah,
yeah.
that's where. it
Probably
was.
doesn't have the infrastructure for it. You need, for a data center to be effective, you need power, which we do have 3-phase power parts of the town. But the bigger thing is you need a really big data pipe. And we don't have the infrastructure for high-speed communication around here, we just don't.
We can't even get it on our street.
I know.
So Verizon was running all that fiber
Yeah.
a couple of years ago.
Passed us by.
Yeah.
I know they were digging trenches, they,
Yeah.
because they went up.
But what
We got the
they-
orange stuff right
Yeah,
in front of
yeah.
our yard, but we can't get it.
Yeah.
Well, they did.
Well,
they did.
we have the high pressure gas pipeline on our street, we have to buy propane. I mean, it's like 100 feet from the house, we can't get natural gas.
I
Yeah.
don't think you want that kind of pressure.
No,
in your house, Phil.
No. Put a couple taps on there, a little regulator. It's all good. Yeah, so I don't think.
I know when you're gonna do it, I'll be out of town.
It's gonna help Michael out, I just blew out.
But yeah, I mean, it's a fair point about the data center. I don't see companies lining up to build a data center.
But things change,
Things change.
so if you stay ahead of it.
Yeah, I mean, and you're right, like Verizon's pulling fiber, if you add more fiber, right? It's possible you could get a site that has the, has the trifecta of high-speed internet, good power, cheap land, right? It's possible.
Yeah. I'm just saying, if you stay ahead of it, and
Yeah.
they put the regulations in place, then you don't have to go for that fight.
Yeah.
So have you been following that? Is the, what's the opposition for a data center? Because
The
we get-
noise.
Oh, noise, okay. I was gonna say, if you put a bunch of servers in your basement, I'd never even know,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
What are the decibels on that?
I don't know, that's why I'm asking, I don't know.
Like 7 years ago, I had this IRAD project. I spent a year in this laboratory by myself. It was so nice and peaceful. Nobody came in. It was limited access to get in.
Yeah.
And then this other project came in and needed a place to put their servers. They put like 7 servers in there with the screaming fans.
Yeah, but the servers, but if you put 1U rack servers with those screaming fans and you had a ton of airflow, and you put it in your basement, your neighbor's never gonna know.
No, but I knew because I'm still using.
Yeah. But I'm saying, like, you talk about the noise for a data center.
I think it's-
If you
I think-
said- If you said, I'm gonna install a, megawatt data center in my basement, you're gonna run 3-phase power, you put rack after rack servers in your basement. And,
There are people that were listening to us.
what?
I think it's mostly,
You.
he unmuted us.
I
So,
don't want
I think
to
it's-
unmute it
I
when
think
Dale
that-
come back, so.
The concern is mostly the power, because
The power,
it
okay.
dries up the cost of energy for
Okay.
everybody in the region
Yeah.
when you get a data center.
And I guess if you have to have cooling fans outside, that could be.
But then also, if National Grid has to bring more power lines in, they're gonna spread the cost over everybody. Cause if you like, I mean, most.
So it's like being subsidized
Oh, yeah,
by
yeah,
the resident.
The resident, yeah.
Okay, interesting.
At least that's what I think in other states, that's been
Yeah.
a big concern.
Now we're talking about, we are not on mute because they say now we're talking about servers.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Alec, everybody can hear what we're saying.
Apparently, yeah.
I'm getting all kinds of.
You got pizza ready yet? You said they're orders.
Well, who's listening? Just Ron? Hey, Ron.
And
Craig Dennis,
Yeah,
Karen
Craig
Dennis.
Hey, Ron. Hey, Craig.
How you doing?
We haven't bored you off yet?
I'm bored.
Well, I got enough other things to think about, so I'm not too worried about it.
what are we waiting on?
They're still in executive session. Exciting times.
So it's.
Is there already fresh paint in the building we could watch dry?
You could watch the grass grow.
It's been growing pretty quick.
I know,
I gotta
the lawn
get the grass
is
in,
so
yeah.
wet. I'm not gonna be able to mow it for a month. Internal servers, yeah, oh yeah.
We heard
Wow.
from Miles that
We heard from, oh my word, well,
Worse than a
I
window.
know that in this range can be heard for miles. I haven't
exactly.
had firsthand experience with
Where was Guy when we were trying to figure this out before?
that.
They said AI is closer than you think.
I got back in it for a while. It didn't help us when we were trying to figure this out before.
No, I mean, literally, AI is very closer than you think.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Do you have that T-shirt that says IRRI or IRAI?
It's similar, something similar, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, my goodness. Must be pretty serious.
Sooner or later, somebody's gonna land on a boardwalk with a hotel on it and end the game.
I can hear them.
Oh, my goodness. Somebody's got boardwalk. Oh, that's it. It's over. Now you're interested.
Well, it's not that interested.
The minutes show that we returned from executive session at 7:56 PM. No decisions were made. I make a motion to adjourn tonight's meeting.
Second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried. Meeting is adjourned. Thank you, Al. Thank you, Sarah.
Mhm.